Riya was 28, had a stable job, a decent apartment in the city, and friends who checked in once in a while. On the surface, everything looked fine, but inside, she felt hollow. Every morning felt heavier than the last. She woke up with a question that haunted her like an echo. Why am I even doing this? Her days became a blur work, scrolling endlessly on her phone, meaningless conversations, and sleep that never felt restful. The things that once brought her joy, music, writing, spontaneous night walks, now felt dull and distant. She wasn't sad in the dramatic, crying kind of way. It was quieter, scarier, like fading. She Googled her symptoms one night and came across the term existential crisis. A sudden, deep questioning of purpose, identity, and meaning. It felt like someone had named the storm inside her. She tried to ignore it at first, more social events, distractions, even therapy memes on Instagram, but nothing filled the growing void. She began withdrawing from people. Conversations felt fake. Career goals seemed absurd. Even love felt like a movie script she couldn't relate to. One evening, walking home late from work, she passed by a street artist painting on a wall. He was covered in color, humming to himself, lost in the moment. For the first time in months, something stirred in her. She stood there watching. The artist noticed and smiled. "Want to try?" he asked, handing her a brush. She hesitated, then nodded. That small act, holding a paintbrush, smudging color on a wall, felt more real than anything she'd done in months. It wasn't about being good at it. It was about feeling alive, connected to the present. The next week, she bought a small canvas and some paints. She started journaling too. Not deep essays, just raw thoughts, confused, honest, imperfect. Slowly, she reached out to a friend she hadn't spoken to in a year. They met at a cafe, and instead of small talk, Riya told her everything. Her friend listened without judgment. "I felt that too," she said. That sentence alone made Riya feel less alone. She started therapy not for answers, but for the space to ask questions safely. She volunteered at an old age home once a week, just listening to stories of lives lived slowly and fully. She started walking without her phone, noticing trees, faces, clouds. Meaning didn't come back like lightning. It came like sunlight, gradual, gentle. She learned that life isn't always about a big purpose. Sometimes, it's in the quiet rituals, making tea, feeding a stray dog, watching the sky change color. Her existential crisis didn't end in one grand revelation. But she began to live again, not with certainty, but with curiosity. And that was enough.